Hey everyone, I was talking to a prospect the other day and we were having a conversation about a bunch of things on their online profile. And he said to me, we don't really do SEO anymore. SEO is kind of in the past. And I had to stop him and I had to gently correct him and go, actually, SEO, search engine optimization, has never been more important or never been more relevant. I agree. It used to be the thing we did to get a website ranked. And then when Google kind of, updated its business model and went to ads, and now we've got the map pack and now you've got AI, you might think, okay, well, SEO, kind of the traditional organic search, that's like the last thing on the list now, right? Google puts everything before it starts listing out websites. And if that's your idea of what SEO is, then that's how you would think probably. And that's not bad. A lot of people think that way, but that's not what I'd argue is you're thinking about it not quite the right way in terms of how Google and other sites are thinking about optimization. And that's because we're in an era of AI right now, where AI is taking into account tons of different factors in order to rank your website. This idea of zero-click searching is kind of everywhere. It's where we talk into our phones, or even more importantly, we're asking these large language models, whether that's Grok or Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude, whatever the one it is, or Siri or Alexa, whatever it is, to give us an answer, to basically do the research for us. So instead of typing in a keyword that says, water restoration, Nashville, Tennessee, and getting a list of companies that do water restoration, instead, a lot of people are starting to ask their phones, like, hey Siri, what's the best water restoration company in Nashville, Tennessee? And they're gonna come back and say, these are the ones that I recommend. And then you're gonna say, book me a call with that first one, or call the first one. Now, when that happens, what is going on in the background is search engine optimization. It is going to optimize 2 or 3 choices for the person doing the searching, and that's what it's going to provide to them. And increasingly, people are going to say, well, I'm just going to let Google do all the work for me. Why do I have to sift through reviews? Why do I have to go on websites? I'll just let Google tell me which ones to choose because they'll do the work for me and they'll figure out which one's the best one. We've done focus groups. That's how people are thinking about this. So SEO and search engine optimization has never been more important because what Google is doing in that fraction of a second where it's indexing all of its water restoration companies in Nashville, Tennessee, is it's going through your website. It's going through your name, address, phone number, your NAP listings and all the listings. It's going through your reviews. It's going through your products and services. It's going through where you show up on the map. It's going through all your tags on your website. It's going through all your service areas. It's going through your website speed. It's going through all your backlinks. It's going through all of that. The algorithm is scanning it all in that fraction of a second, and it's pitting you against your competition because only a few come back. The search engines only bring back a few recommendations. All of the entirety within Google is being indexed and is being optimized. So if you're not sure if SEO is relevant, it's the most relevant thing that's going on right now. Now, there's different components of it. We can talk about the map pack. We can talk about your business listing. We can talk about ads. But all of this put together, combined with what your website is and how well you show up all over Google and all over online, that's search engine optimization, and that's what Google cares most about these days. So don't neglect it. Don't think, oh, we used to do that. We don't need to do that anymore. I'd argue you need to do it more than ever to make sure in this era of 2026 and beyond, when AI agents are taking over everything and we just stop typing, we just start talking and expect an answer, SEO is going to be how you're going to be able to stand out versus the crowd. So think about that when you start your next project.